Oops. Okay guys, welcome back to A Taylor AI1. Of course y'all know that I'm Amy. We're going to bake artichokes tonight. And so here I have an artichoke, and you can tell that it's, right now it's in season actually. And you want to get an artichoke that has a firm head and that the leaves are in. If the leaves are spread out, then it's an older artichoke and it's not going to be as good. So this is the artichoke. Now the first thing we're going to do is break this down a little bit so that we can put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour and 20 minutes. We are also going to season it before we put it into the oven, and then I'm going to show you how we take it apart once it's done cooking. So let's get started. So now we're just going to take our artichoke and use a pair of scissors, and you want to cut the little tips off. And the reason why you tip them, there's two reasons. One is because it looks better, and two, they're very sharp. And believe me, when you accidentally go the wrong direction with your hand on the outside, it can hurt because it's just little needles at the top. But it also just helps with the presentation. And everyone does their artichokes differently if they eat them all the time, like we do. But this is the way we like ours the best. So, I'm going to continue this. I'm just going to do each one of them all the way to the top. Once I get to the top, I will bring you back and show you how we are going to cut the top of it. Okay guys, so this is our artichoke. I've trimmed all the spikes off around the artichoke, and now I'm at the top. Now inside of here is what they call the thistle. The thistle, you don't want to eat it because number one, it'll make you very, very sick. And number two, if you could actually swallow it, it would be amazing because it's like little needles inside of there. So I just wanted to bring you back to show you this. Oops. And they go flying around. And I have several different pairs of scissors here just to find the ones that will work the best. Now I'm not too worried about getting it. Now some will cut it directly down, but I just don't do that. So what I'm going to do is just pry these pieces here around and then cut them off best that I can, because I do have a small space. And then what you can do, using a pair of scissors I found, go through, manhandle it a little bit. Helps if you have a good pair of shears, but these shears are just too big really to get in there, so using a pair of regular scissors sometimes works a little bit better. I really just want to make an opening in the top so I can get some.
Awesome.
Sorry guys, I know you're watching from the other side. I just really want to get it to open so that I can, put olive oil in there so it'll go down the center and flavor all that. So you take it and just pull it open, and this is where you're going to see the beginning of the center of it. So that's what you want. So we're going to stretch it. So starting here at the bottom, and you can start up here and go down. I'm just doing it from this direction. Sorry guys, I have allergies bad right now, and we have a storm moving in. We're trying to barbecue right now, and I'm trying to get this done, and I still have to make and videotape actually how to make hummus. And then that's what we're gonna use the artichoke with the hummus. And that'll be another video. So you're just gonna go through the little ladder here of the pieces. And the reason why you're opening it is because we're gonna put great flavorings into this, and then as it cooks, the flavors will really seep into the artichoke. This is just one way you can do artichokes. There are lots of other ways, and I'm going to show you some others as we go along this summer. So now I'm getting to the very center. And I'm just going to open up the leaves all the way. We have that done. So that's what it looks like at this point. Also here, I'm going to take a knife and cut the stem off. This is not edible, and you'll find it's easier when we dissect this down after it cooks, that it's easier just to cut it now. Okay, now, so we're going to take this and put it to the side for a moment. And by the way, it does brown wherever you've cut it if it stays in the air too long. Not that I don't know why you would do that, but anyways. So here we are. I've just got a plastic cup because that's what I've got. I'm going to pour in some olive oil. And I'm going to add, this is just salt and pepper that I've put in a little container for storage. And I'm going to be very generous with it because a lot of this you won't get because it'll be, you know, on the outside or inside at the top. And you only eat the bottom of the leaf. So we want to be sure to give this plenty of flavor. So here I've got a fork. And I'm just going to mix this up. And I just realized I needed a spoon. Of course, no one's emptied the dishwasher. Okay. Here we are. Okay. So now we've made our olive oil seasoning to go in the artichoke. And what I'm going to do real quick, hang on, clean off my little counter here. Okay, so now we have a piece of foil, and that is just so we don't lose any of our goodness of our olive oil. So, first thing I'm going to do is take, I have cloves of garlic. What I did was I simply cut a head of garlic in half, widthwise, okay? So the root's on one side and then the stem was on the other, and I just went down. Now I'm just going to put the garlic in, and you could do it, you know, however you like to, meaning you could do the olive oil first, you could do the olive oil last. Oh, I've got to add one more thing to the olive oil that I was not thinking about, guys. So if you look, all I'm doing is taking these leaves, pull them apart, and add a clove of garlic. And you don't have to peel the garlic, because what you're basically doing is roasting the garlic within the artichoke. It gives the artichoke more flavor, but I'm going to save the garlic and I'm going to use it to make my hummus, which will be the video right after this one. So we're just going to stick all this that we want. I want a lot of garlic because we love garlic. At least. So I'm just going to continue to do this. Okay, so now since we've actually already opened up most of the leaves, you just drizzle your olive oil mixture all the way around. There you are. Oops, that's a chive. That's for another recipe. Okay, so our oven's already preheated. Our beautiful flour of artichoke with garlic, lemon, salt, pepper, and olive oil is done. And then we're just going to enclose it tightly into the foil. You can double wrap it. This is heavy duty, so I'm not worried about it. And I already have a pan in the oven because of roasting vegetables for dinner, so I'm just going to place this on top, and I will bring you guys back when we pull it out of the oven. Hey guys, okay, we're back. This is the one that we put into the oven. Isn't it pretty? See all the garlic in there? Now I'm going to show you how I would cut this up. First of all, you could pull each leaf out like that. And then what you would do is you could put a little bit of lemon juice on it. And then putting it in this direction, you would use your upper teeth. And take the meat out. Like that. Or, I think this is a better way, just simply. Oh, okay, you're just watching. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut straight down the center. And what you're going to do is grab the artichoke on one side. Be sure your finger don't do it like, this. You're going to put your fingers on this side.
But if you do that, you do get a chance of getting robotic fingers.
Please don't make me edit this thing anymore, and I have to. Okay, so here we go. And so this is the inside of our artichoke.
Fascinating.
Okay, go.
Go.
So now that we have both, there's the views. Now, how could you serve this? Well, I'm going to show you. As I told you, that there is a thistle on the inside. That is this purple right here. And you want to get the purple out. And this part, this white part, is the bottom root part of the thistle. Underneath this, you see this gray line right here? You see all the brown through here? That is the heart of the artichoke. So, what I would do first, I think, you don't have to take the garlic out if you don't want to, because guests can eat it because it slips out of the paper. And even if you don't like garlic, I'm telling you, it's very sweet once it's been baked. Excellent. So now what we're going to do is just come in and gently tug, and it's going to pull up the, I guess you call it wrapping, or the thistle parts of it. And here we are here at the bottom. You see the purple. That's the core, and if you gently can kind of hold it, it's kind of hot still for me. That's okay. We're pulling out all the thistle. Okay. Now this part is still the thistle, even though it looks nice and pretty, doesn't it? But can I help you?
I'm learning.
Okay. So take a spoon. Well, there's a few ways you can actually do this. You could put your finger in there. Ow, it's too hot. Just came out of the oven, so I guess I should have waited longer. Kind of try to get it, grab a little piece of it and pull it up like this. I'll pull all the thistle out. Now, since I have another side that I can show you, I'm going to go ahead and dissect this to show you exactly what the heart of the artichoke looks like on its own.
So, since we're going to kind of pull this all apart, just gently take the leaves and pull them. This part right here on the outer leaves is not really edible, okay? So just put those to one side, because you really don't want to try to eat that. So it's too close to the stem area here, which is the root system of the thistle. So we're just going to take this. Well, this is just garlic that's on the inside, which you see here. So we're just going to kind of take this apart very gently. And look for the best pieces. That nice olive oil dripping in the leaves. And you can actually put a platter down and arrange your leaves. I guess I would do it like this, around a platter with some hummus. Then they could use this to scoop up the hummus and get the meat off the sides. Now this one I don't really want because it's not pretty. Not as pretty as I would like. See, just a second. So I know, it takes me a minute, guys, just to take this apart. I know, I bet you guys going all back and forth, don't I? That's just what you're seeing in there is all the pepper I put in. So Stevie was telling me that I was a little bit heavy-handed with the peppy? Yeah. The pepper today with dinner and all, so I'm not peaceful. I didn't mean to be. It was a little bit heavy-handed. I noticed that when I was making artichokes. So a little bit heavy-handed. So what part of the artichoke do you want to eat? That part. This part here. The purple and the white under it. Where the gray line is, that is the heart of the artichoke that is edible. Whoops. So basically, that we're going to do a presentation with. Oh, this right here is not edible. It's just a tiny piece. You can eat the, remember eating an artichoke? Not a long time ago. Okay. Put this into your mouth and scrape your. Remember eating an artichoke. That's
Okay, so this is half, because I split it in half. That's half of the artichoke. And this part is completely edible and it's delicious.